So it's almost a year since the releases of the Spider-Man No Way Home SH Figuarts trio of the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, and the Integrated Suit Final Battle Edition Spider-Man. And all three of them are great to have in the 1/12 scale collection. But we all noticed for the Amazing Spider-Man, of course, is that there was no Unmasked Peter Parker head sculpt, which was disappointing, especially as this movie had a large part of it with that unmasked look. And Tamashii Nations did show off the promos, and then in the final product it was unfortunately cancelled, probably just due to licensing issues, and we couldn't get the likeness for Andrew Garfield. And the only way to do it is to buy like a third party head sculpt, or even some of the bootlegs that are surfacing recently. And I did go out and get the Hasbro Marvel Legends version, but that's kind of one to have in its own collection, and the scale is kind of a bit different to SHF as well. So I do have one from Taobao, which is the Chinese website for kind of like AliExpress, which I believe they source to. It's like the version of Amazon or eBay. And I picked this up for around $30 US dollars, so it's not cheap, and hopefully it will not disappoint. And it's basically a neck piece as well included, and it took almost a month to arrive, probably because it's individually sculpted and painted. And yeah, let's try it on this SH Figuarts, and hopefully we can finally have the complete unmasked looks for the three Spider-Mans. So let's move the Amazing Spider-Man out of the way and show you the box. So it's a very simple one, just a paper carded box, and then we have some foam inside. And then we have this paper, just a photo of the SH Figuarts. So of course this is what it's for. And then there's some instruction just to tell you to handle this head sculpt carefully. We've got some sort of sticky tack, which is kind of like blue tack, I believe, which will be needed to place on the figure. And yeah, this is basically the head sculpt in the bag. So here we have it. The Andrew Garfield Peter Parker look, which is actually pretty decent. I do like this, and I am impressed by it. Compared it to the Marvel Legends version, or even some of the bootleg versions, this is a very good head sculpt, and whoever did this, I have to praise. No doubt this is actually pretty decent. I think the likeness is definitely spot on, and the way it's being painted as well, done really well. You can see all the detail on the hairstyle, even the neck piece as well. So it does kind of look like an official one if Tamashii Nations did their version. And let's just undo the neck. And okay, it's not a peg, it's actually got tack inside. That's how it's connected. And the only way, I guess, to place it on the SH Figuarts one is also use some of the tack, which they've included. So let's get the Spider-Man back in on screen, and then we can remove the head sculpt as well as the neck. So let's try it on. So as you can see, no doubt it scales to this figure, and I think it's pretty decent. So there's no real connection on the neck, but it kind of sits on top, but it's definitely not loose. So I guess you have to use some of this blue tack to, of course, keep it in place. But just for this video, I'll just do it like this. And yeah, I'm kind of impressed by it. I do like it. And it does really have that realistic look to it. And if we bring in both the other two Spider-Mans, I would say that, yeah, this one definitely fits right into the collection. So the only thing that was missing, of course, is the mask to be held in hand, which maybe I'll do, or at least I'll get one in the future, but that was not included in this collection. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I think the paint job on the neck for his suit actually matches with the SH Figuarts one as well. And yeah, overall, I'm glad I finally have one. So yeah, I guess the other option we could try is, if you don't have this neck piece, would it fit on the official one? Again, I have to remove some of the blue tack out of this. out of the neck. I'll show you what's inside the head sculpt. So once I remove the blue tack, there is actually no sort of peg or anything inside the head. So even if I use the official one, there's no actual connection to it. So you do have to use blue tack. So obviously I'm gonna use the neck that came with this figure because it has kind of the skin part showing. So you just basically pull it together, and then if you want a better connection to the actual figure, I believe you use some of this blue tack and place it onto the neck, which is what they've shown on this photo. And then we can place the head on top, which is a good look. So on the original mask version, a lot of people said that the neck was too long on this Spider-Man. I feel that for this third-party head sculpt, I think they've got it right. It's not too long, and yeah, it sits on pretty well. So give you a closer shot on the side. Yeah, I think the lightness is certainly there. And then I'll show you the other side. Yeah, I think from this angle it looks perfect. So yeah, I'm really impressed by the person that sold me this and sculpted it, and I'll definitely check out more of their works if they've got any more unmasked head sculpts for other figures potentially. So yeah, this is a great option for some photos, which I'm going to plan to do. I'll take some more for the No Way Home line, and then we finally have all three Spider-Mans together. Yeah, I'm pleased with this. So there's no need to buy the bootleg version for me to get the Andrew Garfield head sculpt. And let me just quickly bring in the Marvel Legends version as well, just to show you like an official version. So yeah, I think the Marvel Legends one is actually decent, but obviously the sculpt is a bit more basic. But I'm really impressed by this SH Figuarts one. The only thing I'll say is that if they actually had the pegs for the connections, that would have been perfect. Obviously you need to use blue tack instead, which is okay for me. I can't complain too much, and I think considering the price, I think it's worth it. So yeah, that was just a quick video to say that I finally completed the unmasked looks of the three Spider-Mans, and now we can look forward to, of course, more Marvel figures in the future. Thanks for watching.